would want to know how to bake and you have no idea where to start, we'll teach you from scratch on how to do basic baking. We'll teach you how to decorate cake. We'll teach you the advanced part where to decorate those themed cakes. Those you see kiondo, those rorashio. We do birthday cakes, as we had said. We do wedding cakes. We do corporate cakes. We do all type of cakes. If you want to surprise your friends, your spouse, we can organize that for you. We get a cake for you. We get some flowers and we go and.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my good subscriber, my good viewer. Welcome to another episode or another session with the Mind Sharpening channel by Alex. I hope wherever you are, you're doing well. Life is giving you favorable outcomes, and that the great God is with you. So today we're going to have our second guest. in this session. And remember, we are just sharpening our minds. So we are discussing small businesses, big businesses, and these people will tell us or will sharpen our minds on how they have been able to make it in this business. So maybe you're seeing me with this, is it called a t-shirt or a vest? A t-shirt, or a polo shirt. I think it's a polo shirt. Maybe my cameraman can zoom to this logo so that maybe we can know the business that we will be discussing today. So I'm here with proprietor of a business called Cravers Joy. She's a lady, and I want to take this opportunity now to introduce her to my viewers. And just say, proprietor, Cravers Joy, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Welcome to Mind Sharpening channel with Alex.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes, I'm good.
And of course, after this, we must get some cake. I hope you brought us some cake.
When you see me, you see cakes. You see me, you see my business, which is...
Maybe we start by you just tell us what's your name, and you also take that opportunity to tell us about Cravers Joy. Maybe a small introduction.
Thank you for having me. My name's Milka Mokami Moshiri. I'm the CEO at Cravers Joy Cakes. And at Cravers Joy Cakes, we do all type of cakes. We create those memory for you. We do all type of cakes for all occasions. That is, we do birthday cakes, wedding cakes, the corporate events, and our theme is we customize according to customer specifications. So
I think that one I've gotten it. Customization to my specifications.
Yes.
So
yes,
if I order the cake today and I tell you I want it to look like my head,
yes, we'll be able to.
You would be able to customize that.
Design it for you. Yeah, but such order maybe you need to pre-order them 3 days or 4 days or like pre-order. But we can do that for you.
Good, my viewer. Now you have gotten it. You have had it yourself that if you want that customized cake to your specifications, I'm sure before we end the video, Cravers Joy, they will give us their contacts and how we can reach them. You know, Milka, when I was young, my aunt would make cake using a sufuria. I think there was a jiko. I remember. Then on the jiko, she would press a cover, then press some sand on top of the jiko, and then once the sand is very hot, she would press a sufuria there and of course start some cake with her hands and place it on that sufuria. And sometimes this makes me think baking a cake is as easy as making ugari. You know, the way we boil water and make ugari, it's that easy.
Right now I can say it's easy, but on the other hand, I feel from what you're saying, I feel like if you did start baking like the time I did start baking myself, with that information you had from your auntie, you could have started maybe a step further than I did. Because for me, I don't think I didn't have those experiences. I don't have anybody who was baking in my family. I never got to experience it. Or even if it get to that point, I think maybe I visited a relative and I did not see them bake the cake. So I got there when it was ready. So I never get to experience the whole process. So for me, I started learning from scratch. I have learned it when I'm an adult. I didn't get those experiences, but now, right now, I can say it's easy. But baking is an art, so it's a process. It's a process that you get to perfect over time. It's not something you. Yes, I can teach you, and you go home, you know how to do one, two, three. But for you to get that cake, then the one that you give it to a client, and you feel like, yeah, I've done it.
You have
You
delivered.
need to practice to like do it for a while for you to perfect the art of baking. Baking is an art.
Baking is an art.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course it should be an art because I get that a customer is coming and I'm imagining, okay, for mostly maybe men, we are not into cakes as much, but we like good cakes. It's only that maybe we are lucky, we get other people to order on our behalf, and they specify what they want. So make sure you know what your person wants, so that when you are ordering, you don't let them down.
Yeah.
Now, in this life, I think there is what things we call passion, and if you don't have passion for something, you cannot deliver it par excellence. I think I have seen, and in this video, we will be sharing some photos of the cakes that you have done, and I have seen I have seen your cakes are what I'd call excellent delivery, specified, customized to that tune that the customer. I don't know, but let me ask you. Me, I saw my aunties bake cakes. I did not have passion, so I'm not a baker.
Yeah.
But I consume cakes. When did you discover that you have this passion for baking?
I would say my first cake I baked after college. I used to see them online, and I used to admire. You see the way you see something and you feel like you want to watch it over and over again. But I think from that, the first cake I baked, I used a microwave. Uh, I don't want to remember the way it was, but I can tell you it came out very hard because maybe microwave, even after practicing, sijaisikia microwave ikipika keki. But now that's what I did back then. That's my first cake that I did. And I think from then I was motivated because somehow it was not that, didn't come out that nice, but at least there was a cake for us to share. So I think from there I got that motivation of wanting to try again, doing it again and again. And I think that's how I found myself learning. But partly after a while, I went to a school to learn how to bake. But from there, most of the things I've learned self-taught. I've done a lot of self-taught on and improving some recipes that I learned back then, the basics. I learned the basics. I went to train to learn. I learned the basics, but from there, I think most of the things I've done after, I've nimejifunza, nimelearn through YouTube, through practicing, through doing again and again, and perfect the art over time.
Good. And you see, my subscriber, my viewer, if you will be watching this video, you remember in my mind sharpening sessions, I have been talking about, have ever talked about passion. I think when you have passion for something, you do anything possible to deliver to the best level that can be done. Because I can tell you, Craver's Joy does good cakes. And even amazed to learn that she baked her first cake on using a microwave. I don't want to imagine how hard it was or difficult. You can say the hard, difficult. You're trying to cut it and what? It's cracks instead of maybe
Yeah.
being pierced through by a knife. But then, because of the passion, she has followed it through with YouTube trainings, repetitive, keeping at it, what we call consistency, until now. Because you will see the cakes, you will see the videos clear. You can even think it's something that has been molded, not created. Um, every industry faces unique challenges. The industry that I am faces its own challenges, but because today we are discussing Cravers Joy and baking, maybe you can tell us one, two, or three challenges that you face as bakers. Maybe let me say now this is not unique for Cravers Joy, but maybe for the bakers club.
Yeah, as any other businesses, like any other business, the challenges are there. But I'll say this, for the beginners, when you're learning, sometimes you get to bake. Like me, when I was learning, sometimes you get to do a cake, then it goes bad, things goes haywire, and
The spoils.
it spoils, and you have no cake. You've used all the ingredients, meaning you have to go back and buy
Source
the
the
source
ingredients
the
again,
ingredient again,
and the
start
client is waiting.
baking. You've used your steamer, you've used your resources, and the client is waiting. So those are the challenges get to you get to experience when you're coming up. And of course now finances, because when you start baking, and especially when you say you want to bake for business, there are things you need to have. So there are the challenges. Those are the finance part of challenges that occur with, because
This,
you need to buy. You need to buy, like,
you just need a muiko
no.
and a bowl.
When you start making you have client order. Sometimes it's not easy, and you don't get that fine-tuned product when you go physical and everything. You need now to start to invest in things like mixers. You need to buy good products. You need to the tools. You see those tools, like the way every industry has tools. Even baking, like the business has their part of the tools that you need to buy, and there's so many, but you accumulate them. You don't. There are those basics that you need to have when you're starting, but there are those that you get to buy over time as you grow. You accumulate them over time. Yes.
I was the good thing. Myself, I'm a researcher, and the time I thought about this conversation, I did a little bit of research online to check maybe a good mixture would cost how much, a good maybe 1 deck or 2 deck oven, and I realized it's not as easy. But again, if you have passion in the wheel, there is always a way.
Yes, there is
You can
always
do it slowly. You can grow.
Yeah.
If you have the power, the muscles, you can just lift it, go buy everything, and start. Uh, but now, another thing I have gotten is that if you use, me, I thought you can just use a muiko, you mix very fast. You have a simple oven, then you put unga, baking powder, milk, water, and all those things, maybe eggs, and within a few minutes you have a cake. But what I have picked from you is that, from my experience, when you are cutting a wood, you can decide to use a saw or a panga. I think when you use a panga, the cutting will not be as smooth.
Smooth as when you use a sauce. I think that's the difference. Yeah, there are specific tools for everything when it comes to baking. You cannot just go pick everything and something, just anything to use on those ones. You not get good those best results. And also cakes, it's a delicate balance, because for cakes, the cells on the inside, the outside cell on the inside, but I think also it depends the client. The inside also equally is more important. So you have to you don't just use anything. You just need to be very specific on what you're using for you to get a better, good result.
Yeah, I think for me the inside sells more. If you decorate it and it's bad inside, I'm not buying from you again.
Yes, yeah.
There is something I have picked and you said it, and that baking is an art and requires customization to customers' specifications. How difficult are these requests? How deep do they go to specifications, and how difficult is it, maybe, or easy is it for?
Now, as you said, as you perfect your art, you don't see the difficulty. But initially, you could. I think the orders you could get and you feel like you don't want to work on them. You need to give yourself time to practice on them. So I think right now I can say they're not difficult because I have learned over time. Kitambo nikianza ndio zingine you could get some orders and you feel like you need the money because maybe you're starting up. But again, you know, from
You
my,
don't want to disappoint.
you don't want to disappoint the client. Yes, you don't want to disappoint the client. So you need to give yourself, if a client pre-order something and you're not so sure about it, you take the in-between time to practice, of which now that comes back to you because it will cost you more to do that for you to give I think those are the expenses, the extent you go to give that perfect.
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
That's perfect again for you to learn.
And also, it's also very good when a client give you an order. From my experience, you're able to gauge this order. There's an order you can give me today, and you tell me you want it tomorrow, and I can say no. I'm not saying no to disappoint, but I'm saying no because I don't want to overpromise, to let you down. So with my experience now, the orders I get, and I'm like, no, this one for tomorrow, it's not possible. You need to pre-order. That's why we give terms, and you're like, for such orders, we need to pre-order. You need to give us this time for us to work. But there are others that hata mtu akikupatia leo, tomorrow you're able to deliver. But for us, right now we do on order basis. So we bake on order. We normally don't have lady cakes. So we get orders. Customer give you, I want this flavor, I want the design, I want it at this time. So we deliver fresh cakes. Yes,
it's very important.
Yummy and fresh cakes to our clients.
And that is very important. It tells you you cannot only get fresh vegetables. I hear everybody talks about fresh vegetables. You can also get fresh cakes, freshly baked from Craver's Joy. Maybe before we conclude, because in the interest of time, I would like you to look at this camera on this side and tell us why Craver's Joy. Why should I, as Mr. Mind Sharpen, order from Craver's Joy today? Yes.
Yeah, when you buy from us, you're not just buying cakes. Cakes are meant to creating memories. When you're doing something and you are cutting cake, you're creating memories because those are the memory. Even I know you must be having one where you celebrated your birthday back then with that cake for your aunt, the way you're saying. I'm sure ukienda mahali utaipata kuna hiyo picha ya hiyo cake. Those are the memory we bake for you. So when we bake a cake for you, it's a memory, and also we take it so personal to our heart and that love that we share through cakes. Yes, we do cakes, all type of cakes, customized to your specification. We do them fresh, and you get cake from us at very pocket friendly. You get very fresh cakes from us. We also organize delivery. We customize your cake
to my specification.
To your specification. Yes.
But this is what I want you to get myself, is that the cake is, she has said it is customer friendly, but cake is not cheap. If you go for cheap cakes, you'll buy a piece of ugari or a bread in the name of a cake. So Milka, maybe before we conclude now, maybe you can give us a parting shot, and especially to ladies who dare to dream, who think about starting small and growing each day each week, each month? How is it like?
I would say, from my experience, growing a business, growing in business, it gives you that experience to understand the business as you grow in it. You're able to know the challenges. You're able to know how best to handle things. And in this industry, it's a trendy industry where so many things are coming. We have new recipes coming in, new design coming in, new technology coming in. It gives you a grasp of what to expect, and it keep you informed. We also have classes for baking. We teach you how to bake from scratch. And if you're there and maybe like the way you know how to bake, but you don't know how to decorate, we equally have classes for decoration only. And also you learn to decorate. And if you're there, you want to know how to bake, and you have no idea where to start, we'll teach you from scratch on how to do basic baking. We'll teach you how to decorate cake. We'll teach you the advanced part where to decorate those themed cakes. Those you see kiondo, those rorashio cakes for events. Those big events, we teach you how to do those cakes. And also, if you want to learn baking at home, just to do some cupcakes with your children, you can come learn basic baking with us. We also have a variety of products that we do at Cravers Joy Cakes. We do birthday cakes, as we had said. We do wedding cakes. We do corporate cakes. We do all type of cakes. We also have cake loaves. Those loaves, we call them cake loaves. You can it's a block cake like a bread,
Like a loaf of bread,
like a
but it's a
loaf of
cake.
bread, but now it's a cake. You can buy those ones. You do them in the morning. You slice. You eat cake for no reason. So we got you in all area. If you want to do cupcakes, we also do cupcakes. If you want to surprise your friends, your spouse, we can organize that for you. We get a cake for you. We get some flowers, and we go and surprise them wherever they are. So get our contact. You can call us on that number, or you can WhatsApp us. That's how you're going to send you a quotation depending on whatever request that you have, whatever order that you want us to work on for you. Yes, and we do all kind of cake, all occasional cakes, cake for all occasions.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I have gotten it. It's like for Cravers Joy, you are at 360 shop
Yeah.
where we are saying whether I want to buy a cake, whether I want to be trained,
Yeah.
whether I have a small event,
Mm.
whether I have a big event,
Yes.
like a dowry, a ratio, a wedding,
Mm.
whether I have a surprise for my loved ones, those things that you want to do at a cover, and then somebody is surprised and they are very happy. Thank you very much, Mirka. And me, first of all, I appreciate the portion. For now, maybe I would like you to tell my viewer and my subscriber if they want to reach Cravers Joy, how would they reach you?
If you want, you can reach us through our numbers 0725 811. Is going to put them there for you to see. Our number is 0725 811 787. You can check us on Facebook. My Facebook page is Milka Mushiri, and I have a Facebook page by Cravers Joy Cakes. You can also check us on Instagram. We go by the name CJ Bakers. You'll get our contacts there.
There is a famous one called TikTok. We are not on TikTok.
Oh yeah, let I forget. Yes,
I'm also trying to get into TikTok these days. So start checking
Yes, you
the
can
mic
check us
sharpening clips
we
on
are also on
TikTok.
TikTok. You can Cravers in TikTok. You can check us by the name Cravers Joy Cakes. Yeah, and Cravers Joy Cakes is CR, not CL. CRAVERS. Cravers Joy Cakes.
Uh, America, thank you very much for gracing the Mighty Sharpening channel by Alex. We wish you well. Remember, we said we must taste the cake before we leave. But again, my viewer, my subscriber, keep it here. Keep it the Mighty Sharpening channel. Great insights, great things. And if you have a story to share, you can reach out to us. But more importantly, remember to share, remember to like, remember to leave us your comments, and press that subscription button. Otherwise, for now, thank you very much, and I want to say ciao.